The media consistently feminizes Black men. There is a real push and movement to create a very feminine visual of Black men. Feminine, feeble, goofy, not leader. That is the entire push for many brands, marketers, for media, movies. You can see it in all aspects of life, even down to just basic commercials. If they have a chance to show a Black man, he's either going to be gay or goofy.
So embarrassing.
This is something that has to change. We need more marketers who are not going to continue to give in to showing Black men as being these broken individuals, showing Black men in dresses, showing Black men always being weak and just feminine. That is not how Black men are. And to continue to portray this visual that we only have Black men who are basically wanting to polish their nails and want to get their hair done and want to be ultra feminine is incredibly problematic. It's incredibly problematic. So I'm very excited to see a movement of conservative marketers, especially conservative Black marketers, who are ready to show a renewed and empowered visual of the Black American family.
The modern Black man is a baby boy. Don't apply to all of us, but this applies to a large percentage. And I'm gonna play something that everybody's heard before. Everybody's heard what you're about to hear. But I want you to take a new set of lenses and observe and really, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear what the truth say unto the church.
A lady named Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She has a theory about the Black man in America. She says that because of the system of racism, the Black man in this country has been made to think of himself as a baby, a not yet fully formed being who has not realized his full potential. To support her claim, she offers the following. First off, what does a Black man call his woman? Mama. Secondly, what does a Black man call his closest acquaintances? His boys. And finally, what does a Black man call his place of residence? The crib.
He wasn't joking with that. When you think about it today, a lot of Black men operate as babies. They operate as son husbands because their mama treats them as such, right? Because when the daddy left, the mama elevated her son to the status of husband while lowering her daughter to the status of son. This is where you get harder women, softer men. And the problem is, we understand this. Our directors, John Singleton made this film. He understood this. He was trying to tell us something, but rather than, see, people miss the message of Baby Boy. It was telling you that Black men need to grow up. But what did we do in the Black community? We glorified Jody. We took Jody and we made him the standard of Black men. But the reality is, he was living at home with his mama. He was out there slanging dresses with Sweet Pea, and he wasn't making no real money. You understand? And I'm trying to tell you, this is the problem right here. The philosophy and the mentality that Black men operate as babies because they are babied has been in our face since day one. The question is, when will we wake up and smell the coffee? Women have always understood, since they have been working alongside Black men outside the house and all that, Black women have always understood nobody's coming to save us. Now Black women are saying, first they took away to us, nobody's coming to save me. This is why Black women are still outpacing Black men in business creation, wealth generation, all of that.
Now, why did they even make the movie Baby Boy? Now, why did they even make the movie Baby Boy? Now, why do we like this movie so much? Why did we, y'all, this man literally lived with his mama, 2 baby mamas, didn't marry neither one of them, got Yvette pregnant again after he made her have an abortion before. We didn't see if he got a job at the end. Like, why do we be like, oh, that's not funny? Do y'all see the patriarchal programming? Y'all really be thinking I'm playing like I'm on some soapbox? No, for real. Like, Media really romanticizes this kind of toxic love and whatever for the benefit of the patriarchy. Y'all think this is a freaking joke?
So masculinity is a problem because it is a condition where you will fight back, which is the number one thing that they never wanted. Where there are masculine men, there are safer environments. And what do I mean? This whole toxic masculinity farce that people try to toss out here. The term toxic masculinity came from two Caucasian men. There we go again. Shepard Bliss and Robert J. Stoller. Number two, if that term came out and then it became overshadowing of what masculinity is, it blurs the lines of what masculinity is and what it is not. So now what people perceive as masculinity is putting their hands on a woman. That's masculine. No, that's not what masculinity is. Masculinity would prevent a man from putting his hands on his woman. Masculinity protects the community. Masculinity raises and respects children. Masculinity secures women. Masculinity makes it to where you're not going to step over here and not get checked if you don't operate properly. That's what masculinity is. Toxicity is the opposite of masculinity. You can't even put those together, because the other thing is you knew it was an agenda because you never hear people talk about toxic femininity, but it's always toxic masculinity. Why? Because the agenda is to make the man weak, because if you have weak men, you have women who are not going to be able to be protected. So if they don't have their security, we will be able to take control of them. It is the same tactic in a new package in this generation, where they are looking at make sure we are able to destroy them slowly but surely, and make sure they don't have any men to protect them. Even though women can protect themselves, they shouldn't have to.
What's the difference between being a modern man and a traditional man?
A modern man is sassy. A modern man spends more time in the bathroom than his own woman. A modern man worries about the clothes that he has on rather than how good his woman looks when she walks out the door. A traditional man is a provider. A traditional man is a leader. A traditional man makes no excuses on why he can't provide for his women and his children. He makes no excuses. A traditional man doesn't get with a woman because he needs financial help. A traditional man gets with a woman because he understands the value of that woman. Modern men are sassy. Modern men are in competition with their women. Modern men don't know their left from their right, while traditional men stands on morals and principles and standards. And the foundation to a traditional man is God, and they know if they can stay on that foundation, they will never be swayed back and forth. That's the difference between a modern man and a traditional man.